friends, welcome back to my channel, Patronosaurus Reads. I'm Katie, aka Patronosaurus, and I read. And today I have my Black Friday mostly book haul. I bought like one movie, but it's mostly books. And obviously I'm not going to show you anything that I bought for anybody else, so my nosy family, I know you guys watch these videos, getting nothing from me, fam. So on my way up to visit my family, I actually stopped and sold some books to Half Price Books. And I was also like kind of browsing, so I was doing that. So it's Black Friday plus a couple of days before Black Friday haul. So let's look at those books first. The ones I got from Black Friday on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I was expecting to get a lot more books than this because that particular Half Price Books tends to have a really good selection. Like it's kind of in a more affluent area, so people have nicer, newer releases that maybe they read really fast and then they decide not to keep them, so they send them to Half Price Books. But it was kind of slim pickings this time, so I only got 3 books. The first is Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor. This is a little novella following 2 side characters and like their romance in the Daughter Smoke and Bone trilogy. I do want to finish that trilogy before I read this, but I have it, so that way I can just like jump right into it whenever I feel like it after I finish the trilogy, which at this rate may be never. The next book I got was Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. So happy. I got this at the library, and that's where I read it for the first time, like probably a year and a half ago now, and I really loved it. And like this book speaks to me a lot, but I didn't buy it. And then I saw it at Half Price Books and I was like, yes, it is my time. I really love this cover. Like I know a lot of people like the new paperbacks that are like very artsy and swirly and like look like contemporary books, because this is a contemporary book, but I think that this particular cover art really reflects the inside of the book a lot better than these like pastel things. So I'm excited to have this edition. I'm excited to have this book. Don't be surprised if I'm rereading this book fairly soon, so you might see it in a wrap-up. And then lastly, I got Starsight by Brandon Sanderson. So if you're unaware of like how Half Price Books works, yes, you can sell your books to them and then they resell them to other people, but they do also get a certain amount of new releases like Starsight that are like the publisher allocates a certain amount to be sold at a slightly discounted price. So it's not like fully discounted. Like a lot of books at Half Price Books truly are like half of the market price. But market price for this is $19.99, and then what I got at Half Price Books was $15.99. So it was still a discount, it's just not like half-half. If this had been a true used copy, then it would be that, but because this is like straight from the publisher, like this is a brand new book. I got it at Half Price Books, but this is brand new. Like no one else has ever owned this but me. So yeah, this is the sequel to Skyward. I didn't even say what this was, which is like a young adult sci-fi series. I talked about Skyward when I read it in September or October. I think it was September. I enjoyed it so much more than I thought I was going to. And I kind of forgot that this book was coming out, and then I saw it on their like new releases area at Half Price Books, and I was like, yes, this is my time. It's fantastic. So that's the books that I got before Black Friday, and now let's look at the books that I got on Black Friday. So I also got 3 books at Half Price Books on Black Friday, but this is the Half Price Books in my hometown because I was staying with my family for Thanksgiving. But I only have 2 books to show you, and I will tell you in a moment of my dumbassery. But first, let's talk about the books that I do have. So first is The Changeling by Victor Laval. This is, I think it's like about this guy whose child goes missing and is switched like for a fairy changeling, and he like goes on a quest to find his son. I think. I've heard incredible things about this. Like I was really happy to stumble across it at Half Price Books. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it. Like, I'm just gonna do it. And then I got Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Did I just post a video about how Laini Taylor's US covers are ugly compared to the UK covers? Yes. Would you like to watch it? It'll be there, or there, whatever way it is. But I also said, like, the US covers of this duology are not as bad as the Daughter Smoke and Bone books. Like, those are actively horrendous and offensive and bad. And these are just like not as good as the UK covers. And because I don't have a hardback for Strange the Dreamer, and this was on super clearance, it was only $4, I was like, self-control whomst. So I bought this. So the third book I bought at Half Price Books was the Barnes & Noble special edition of The Cruel Prince. So it's the one with the black cover instead of the white cover. And it has like extra stuff in the back. And I was like, whoever sold this to them is an idiot. I'm so happy to have this. Like, yes, God has smiled on me today. And I was like, okay, so I have this, and then I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble and I'm gonna buy the special edition of The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing. So I went to Barnes & Noble, and they had more copies of the special edition of The Cruel Prince, and they had copies of the special edition of The Queen of Nothing, but they only had the regular edition of The Wicked King. So, like, my heart was hurting because I then had to buy the box set. I had no choice. I'm such trash for this series, like, I can't. And then I was like so upset with myself for like buying duplicate copies of the same book. But I was out shopping with my sister, and I had been telling her about The Cruel Prince. I was like, I'm obsessed with this book series, like, you have to read them, they're so good. And so she was like, can I have that copy that you got from Half Price Books? And I was like, yeah. So I just gave it to her. Like, it's not a really big deal because it was like $9 at Half Price Books. I'm just like mad at myself. Like, I don't know. This whole situation was just very upsetting to me. But now I have this pretty box set. I probably won't keep this box. Like, I don't like box sets of books. I'm just happy to have the books. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need this plastic wrapped monstrosity. Especially because, like, the art on this box is literally just the cover art. It's like, if it were something different, something special, I might be like, okay, you got me. But it's literally just the cover art on the books that are inside the box. Like, I don't need this. So I will probably unwrap this and set it up somewhere relatively soon. And then I got 2 more books at Barnes & Noble. They had like a buy one, get one half off paperback table set up. So I got 2 books. I got The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, which normally I don't buy romances before I've read them. Because if I don't like it, then like a romance is especially the kind of book that I don't want to have if I don't like it. But I've heard so many good things about this, like I decided to just bite the bullet because I've been hearing incredible things about her writing, and I wanted to read this book first. I know that her books are kind of like a companion series, like in the same universe, so there might be like overlap of characters, but it's not like a series where you have to read them in order. But I usually prefer to read authors' works in publication order anyway, so I was like, I'm just gonna do this. And then I got A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This is Reading Rayanne, from Reading Rayanne, one of my best friends. This is one of her favorite series, like, of all time. And she's been talking about it for like years and years at this point, and I'm just like, okay, I need to read this book. I think it's about like fairies and witches and vampires and stuff. I don't really know. I just know that Rayanne loves it, so I'm gonna give it the old college try. All right, this is the stack. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Ugh. Okay, here they are. Can you see them? They're beautiful. I have nowhere to put these. Like, I need another bookshelf. This is so bad. This is, behind me is a Billy bookshelf. I know that everyone has them in white, but I like the dark color better. So that's what I have. I'm gonna set these down. Just gonna have a casual conversation. First of all, like, this is a standard size bookshelf. Like, it's fine. But for how many books I'm buying, I really do need more space. And these bookshelves, the Billy bookshelves, are not really designed for travel. So when I moved, like, this did get a little banged up. Like, it's okay still. But I don't know if it'll survive another move. And I'm planning on moving next year when I go to grad school. So I'm like, might need to buy 2 bookshelves soon because this one might die and I'm gonna need the space for another one. So that's my current situation. Yeah, let me know how your Black Fridays went. I don't go like I went shopping at like 1:30 in the afternoon. Like, I'm not like, I'm gonna get up at 4 a.m. and get all the deals. Like, I do not care. I'm not gonna put myself through that emotional turmoil and like potentially get beat up for like they're just things. I don't care that much about things. So I just kind of wanted to like go out and have a good time and walk around the mall because I live in the middle of nowhere and haven't been to a mall in like 6 months. So I just wanted to go out and hang out with my family and buy a few books. Oh, where'd it go? I bought like a special edition Blu-ray of The Labyrinth. I don't know where it went. I think maybe it got lost in a different bag. It's somewhere. Like I said, let me know how your Black Fridays went. Hopefully you didn't get mauled by an angry Karen and you were all fine and everything was great. If you got any good deals on books, let me know. Or on anything else. Like I am a bargain shopper. I just don't have the mental energy for all the garbage. So yeah, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. That's what YouTubers say. See you guys next time.